Are you looking for the best LED desk lamp? We got this one right here. Figured I'd show this thing off to you guys today. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy on up and see what we got on the inside. If you guys find this video helpful, definitely appreciate you guys clicking that helpful button right there. Helps me out. Got some little instructions right there. A little thank you for buying card. And then you got your main mama jama right here. And there's something else. You got, this is the base. Oh man, that's a good base right there. That's the bottom. And then you also have a little box in a box right here. Let's go ahead and check this thing on out. By the way, this company did send this to me so I could show this thing. Whoa! So I could show this thing off to you guys. So thank you to them for partnering with us on this. This thing looks awesome. So first of all, first thing that I noticed, this thing is nice and heavy, which you're going to want a good heavy base on the bottom so that it doesn't go tipping over with however far you bring it. I'm kind of curious to see how far I can bring it before it starts to tip, so we're going to test that out. As far as getting this thing installed, it seems pretty simple. Okay, this is on a nice swivel right here, all the way doing a 180, and it goes up and down. A solid, that's a good 270, maybe even a little more right there. And then you also have this additional bend right here that bends all the way closed, all the way to right there. That'd be 180, so it's probably like a 200-degree bend right there. And then you also got a little nougat on the bottom right here that you're gonna simply pop that down right on into the base of this thing. You have a little nut right here to be able to tighten it up. And that right there is going to be your power port right there. I'm assuming that that's probably a power cord in that box. So let's go ahead and grab that on out of here. Let's see how long our cord is too on this thing, because you got to make sure that you have enough room to be able to get the cord to the plug so that you have enough room for your lamp, putting it where you want it to. Seems like a nice long cord. Oh yeah. Yeah. Solid 6 right there, plus you got a little extra. That's a 7-foot cord right there. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and plug that on in right here. And then we're just gonna plug this one on in right there. All right, so you have your controls right here on the arm. So it's nice, very easy to get to. Let's turn off, nope, let's unplug this so I can plug it in down here so I can turn off this light so we can see how bright this thing gets. So first of all, first thing I noticed is that your power button is glowing right there. So let's go ahead and hit that. Just a simple tap right there. You got a nice glow coming from here. It's got a diffuser on the front of all those LEDs, so it diffuses the light, making your shadows a lot less, they're not as sharp on the back right here. Like you can see kind of where my head is right here. It's very, what do you call that? The edges are not as sharp. It's a little bit more diffused. It diffuses the light from there so that it's a little bit more soft. That's the word that I'm looking for. So that looks nice. So we have a few other buttons here. I'm going to press the minus button. Okay, that's a dimmer right there, so it's dimming down. Yeah, y'all can see that. So this is the dimmest that it can get, and I'm gonna bring it all the way up and let's see how many steps of dimness we have. 1, 2, I guess 3 for the initial one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So you have 10 different steps right there. Works very easy too. I'm just tapping to bring it up and down right there. Then it looks like we have an M button. Let's see what that does. Okay, that's going to change your color. That's super cool because at night, I like to have more of this soft white type of color just to help with, not disrupting the circadian rhythm. So if you're working late at night or you're reading a book at night, you can do that. But if you want something during the day, you can do something more like this to mimic daylight. And then this right here, I guess the one on the inside was kind of like a mix between the soft and daylight, because this right here is like super bright. Like if you need to do some intense work, maybe have a magnifying glass doing something really small and you need to be able to see crystal clear, that's what this light's going to give you right here. And then you go back to your soft white right there. So you have this one, and that one. Nice. And then this last button right here, it looks like, oops, I think I unplugged it. Oh no, I pressed it right here. It looks like it is a timer button, so I'm assuming that you can set some kind of timer for it. So let me go ahead and turn that back on. Let's brighten it up. Let's see what that does. All right, it doesn't. Okay, it's a couple different colors. There's a white color, there's a blue color, and then it looks like it goes off. You can remove, this is a little protective piece thing. You can remove that film on there. Let's see. So the one thing that I don't know about this is how long the timer lasts. So I'm kind of curious about that real quick. Timing switch, 2 modes. So there's a 60-minute mode and a 30-minute mode. 60 minutes, slightly press 1 time. The indicator light will turn a white color. Color, temperature, and brightness adjustable. After 60 minutes, the light will turn off. If need to exit timing mode halfway, just slightly press for 2 times. 30-minute mode, indicator light turns a blue color, and then you're still able to adjust everything. In 30 minutes, it'll turn off. If you need to go back, if you want to turn off the timer, if you need to exit the timer mode, just press it 1 time, and that'll make it to where it's off right there. Okay, so that was simple enough to figure out. Now let's check out this bend on the arm and the base to see if the base's weight can hold up the arm. So I'm just going to push this all the way on back. I want to make this as straight as possible right here. And how far down can I? Okay. Does that only go that far? Yeah, okay. All right, let me point this out for you guys real quick. So on the bottom of this, right, you know what? Let me turn this back on. On the bottom of the part that goes into the base, you see there's a little nougat right there. If you bend this the other way, you'll see that there's another little nougat right there as well. Can y'all see that? Let me do like this. There we go. See that there's another little nougat right here as well. So that's going to stop the light from being able to go any further. So this is the this is the shortest bend you can get from it on this side. So from there, I can bring it on down, holding up nicely. I can bring this on up. So if I need to get this close, this is about the closest I'm gonna get right here to the thing that I'm working on. So just to give you guys an idea, some measurements, the lowest that I'm able to get it to go, that is 4 inches from the table right there. So you have 4 inches right here. Just to give you guys some other measurements on this thing too. So your base is gonna stick up about 1.5 inches right here. Then you have your long arm right here that's 15 inches long. Then you have this arm right here, which is 10.5, and then your light right here is 8 inches. So if you want to put this flat right here, you can actually get this thing to go all the way out to 18 inches right there. So you have a nice large space right here. So if you're, if you had a blueprints out, you'd be able to still have plenty of room to spread it out across the table, and then you'll be able to get that light going onto everything right here. If you had your instruction manual right on out just like this, you'd be able to see the entire thing right there. Lights up the whole thing nicely. So that's awesome. I really like this. If you had a laptop right here and you need to be able to see your keyboard, you could easily have your keys underneath here if your keyboard doesn't glow on the back. So if y'all are looking for an excellent desk lamp, y'all should definitely go and check out this one right here. I'm very impressed by how much it can bend and how many features it has with the lights on there, going from that soft white to that really bright daylight. So y'all definitely go and grab y'all one of these if this is something that you're looking for. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know if this was helpful. You guys know what to do. There's that helpful button right there. If you guys want to help a dad out, appreciate that. Go and add this to your cart if y'all are looking for a great desk lamp. And dad out.